Hey VC, it's TC here. Waxing a little nostalgic, gonna take a trip down memory lane. Lost two of my favorite artists from the 1970s yesterday, so I wanted to just pay a little tribute to both of them. Helen Reddy and Mac Davis were both a part of my childhood. Helen more than Mac, although I have quite a few Mac Davis singles. I only have one album, plus the new Greatest Hits album I bought a couple weeks ago, which I've shown you before. Helen I've been a fan of for years. I was just 9 years old. I remember hearing Helen on the radio when I don't know how to love him early on in the 1970s, around 1971, and I remember Crazy Love. But the first one that she really got attention with was, of course, I Am Woman. This album is falling apart. I got to be very careful with it. 1972. This includes I Am Woman and Peaceful, as her great cover of And I Love You So, which was a big hit for Perry Como that year, his last big hit. She also does this Masquerade on this album, which was done by a number of people, and also Hit the Road Jack and a number of other songs. She was just a terrific vocalist, and I became an instant fan with this album. I didn't end up buying all of her albums, but I do have quite a few. In addition to I Am Woman, which I always loved, Helen's next big album that I have is 1973 or 74. Long Hard Climb. This is the album that features Delta Dawn and Leave Me Alone, Ruby Red Dress. Helen once said she got sick of saying Leave Me Alone 18 times during every chorus. I can't blame her. This is an original pressing. She also has a great song on here that I love called If We Could Still Be Friends, and a terrific story song also called The West Wind Circus, and a great almost rock number for her called Don't Mess With a Woman, kind of a follow-up to I Am Woman. It is a gatefold with some great shots of Helen all the way through, and credits and such in the center. The next album I have by Helen was from 1975, Ain't No Way to Treat a Lady. I picked this up far later in a cutout sale online. In addition to Ain't No Way to Treat a Lady, it also has Somewhere in the Night, which a year later would be a big hit all over again by Barry Manilow. And I think those are the only two. Oh, Bluebird was on this also, which was her hit from earlier in 1975. Wasn't a monster hit. It was a terrific song altogether. Great vocals on this. I skipped a few albums, but later returned for 1979's Reddy. This is my favorite Helen Reddy album. It features the disco smash Make Love to Me, which I thought would be a bigger hit than it was. It didn't bring her back to the top 40, but it was a marvelous job. She's one of the few acts that tried disco that actually made it work. This also has two or three other smaller singles on it. Also her version of You're No Good, the Linda Ronstadt song, and a cover of What a Fool Believes. Terrific, terrific stuff. And custom inner sleeve with lyrics and photos, I think, or just lyrics. It's been a while since I've been able to play it. Love this stuff, and that was Helen Reddy. Helen was fantastic, and I'm going to miss her a lot. I was never a fan of her as an actress. I know she tried to do some. She was great on stage from what I've heard, but her film and television career, her role in Airport 75 was mocked in Airplane by the wonderful Maureen McGovern, who is terrific. And Pete's Dragon, I've only seen it once. I saw it on the Disney Channel way back when the Disney Channel was still a pay network like HBO and Showtime. Wasn't impressed by it. The remake was much better, and but the songs from it, including Candle in the Water, excuse me, was terrific. And I also have a number of singles that I don't have on the album by Helen, including all of her big hits. And I have the Greatest Hits album, which I've already shown. You know, Angie Baby, You and Me Against the World, Emotion, and a few of her later singles, including her cover of We'll Sing in the Sunshine, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, the original by Gail Garnett. For Mac Davis, I was a big fan, but I never bought albums by him. I bought this because my mother was in love with this song. This was the album that broke through. I actually got this from Columbia House. Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me, title track hit #1, just 2 months before I Am Woman, by the way. He also has his version of some of his better known songs on here. Friend and a Lover, Friend, Lover, Woman, Wife became a country hit. And of course, I did just recently purchase a greatest hits album, which has all of his other hits that I have on single, like Stop and Smell the Roses and One Hell of a Woman. My favorite Davis song, though, came out in 1980. It was recorded live at his Las Vegas show. It's a hilarious parody song called It's Hard to Be Humble. That song almost brought him back to the top 40. It peaked at number 41 or 42. It was a terrific song, funny as hell, showed that Mac liked to poke fun at himself. He also, like Helen, made an acting career a lot more successfully, starring in films like North Dallas 40, which was a big hit, but also doing bombs like Cheaper to Keep Her and The Sting too. But he was a really great actor as well as a singer. Both of these performers will be much missed by me. I'm a child of the 70s, what can I say? And I hope that their legacy lives on and on. Most of their stuff is on Spotify and on the online services. If you've never heard them, I suggest you check them out, to our younger viewers, and see what you think. You might actually fall in love with some of their stuff. Helen, in particular, had some really great stuff out there. Rest in peace, Helen. Rest in peace, Mac. May your music always shine. See you next time. Bye-bye.